Hey, 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 guys. Kimberly Kennedy Bohannon here with my studious look going on. Anyhow, I wanted to talk to you today about balance. As an entrepreneur, a lot of times we focus only solely on work and we miss out on a lot of what's most important in our lives. I have been very guilty of this for decades of focusing on the hunger of making my businesses work. I've had several. Um, but we watched a movie last night called Flywheel, and the movie spoke volumes to me about entrepreneurship, about balance, and about giving it up and giving it over to God and letting God take control. Movie is about a man, an entrepreneur who owns a car lot, and he is completely focused on that's his focus. It's a family business. He does very unethical things in his business. He's not very honest. He's all about just making the money. He gives no time to his family. He treats his wife and his child as if they're very unimportant in his life. And he treats people in general as if they're not important. He treats people as if they're a price tag. And so, as we were watching this movie last night, it was speaking great volumes to me. And when I broke my wrist, a lot of doors opened up and lessons that I've learned because I knew when I fell, I said, you know what, God, there's some lesson here and I don't know what it is, but talk to me about this. I need to hear this. There's some message in it. Sure enough, certain things started happening in my life. I had prayed about meeting a man, and that man stepped into my life unexpectedly. After watching The War Room, I prayed for a man chasing Jesus because that was an important component to me. I wanted God in my life in a big way, and I wasn't sure. Um, I wasn't sure what that looked like, but I just gave it to God. Anyhow, getting back to my story, he showed up in my life, and we've been watching these movies. Flywheel is one. And so, as this movie spoke volumes to me, I got up this morning and the movie ends up where he turns his business over to God. He ends up creating more balance in his life, more structure in his life when he gives it over to God. Okay, that's a very key component here. And all of a sudden, he reconciles relationships with his wife, with his son, with people in his lives. He starts changing the things that he does in his business, how he does business. And when things happen, he just says, and his family prays for him, and people pray for him, and he just says, I'm giving it over to God. And the whole storyline just blew my mind. And I woke up this morning and I thought, wow, man, was this another message? And again, I'm praying for these things. I'm asking God to show me, what messages does he have for me with this? One is slow down. The other one I find out is balance. The other thing I find out, the third component is making other things outside of my business more important in my life than my business. And that was a game changer. Opened up my Jesus is Calling this morning to do my little Bible study that I do. And sure enough, the message was totally all about this. So I thought I need to do a video on this and share this with you as an entrepreneur because we get caught up as entrepreneurs in making our businesses work. We buy programs, we buy things that it's all about. If I buy the next thing, my business is going to take off. If I do this, my business is going to take off. But we put everything else to the back burner in our lives, and that's wrong. And I'm not saying that, you shouldn't buy educational things to learn and educate yourself on business, especially when it comes to online marketing, learning all about that. I can certainly help you follow this page and I'll give you lots of great tips on that as you follow me through my journey because I am learning all about the word balance, turning things over to a higher power, to God, letting him take over my business and putting me in a place that is of balance in my life that is going to is going to level the playing field for me that will encompass all areas of my life and not just about my work. And that is a message that I know is going to resonate with a lot of entrepreneurs today. Take the time out, give it up, give it over to God. Start to focus on other important things in your life as well and doing things right and more heart-centered in your business and give that love to other people in your life. Maybe you need to reach out to a spouse today or to a son or a daughter today or to a grandchild today or to someone that you know today that needs to hear that you really care about them and not just say it, but express it and be it. and live in it and spend time with that person today, because everything else is going to fall into balance when you turn those things over and don't just make it such a hardcore focus and try to control that. That's what I learned from that movie Flywheel last night. Let go of the control. Okay. Enjoy those things. Steve Jobs had a really great post that I screen captured on my phone about the balance that he missed in his life, because his whole entire life was about focus. And he never focused on other things that were important to him, or that should have been important to him outside of work. Okay. So while he's in the hospital bed, knowing that he's taking his dying breaths, he's looking back and saying, wow, I made a big mistake in my life, a lot of mistakes. I focused solely on work. And as I lie here taking my last breaths, I look at how unhappy I was in my life. That money wasn't everything. It wasn't everything. So today, I encourage you to look at getting some balance in your life, giving up work, 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 the focus of just work. Focus more on God. Focus on giving it up to God. Focus on doing things right in your life and bringing more balance in your life, like the people in your life that are so important. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter, is your attention to God, letting Him take control, and loving those people, respecting those people in your life that are most important to you. It ain't just about work. That's what I want to leave you with as an entrepreneur today. I hope this reached you. If you're meant to hear this message today, it will reach you. And I look forward to hearing your comments below and sharing your stories and your journeys with those people that you love as you learn to let go. Don't be so in control of trying to make work your main focus every day. Focus on the things that are most important. Give it up to God. And I hope that you have an amazing day. You're a great person. You're here for a reason. There is a purpose. If you've been searching for your purpose, I guarantee you give that up to God, and He's going to show you where your purpose is. It's here. I'm finding mine. And every single day that I get closer to Him and let go and let Him take control, greater things are happening. And I know they're going to happen for you too. You just got to trust it. So that's my message for you today. Have a blessed one. Tell someone you love them today. More importantly, show someone that you do. May God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.